Welcome to this practice of Yoga Nidra. So first of all, I'd like to share with you that whilst my voice and the approach we are taking today is an inquiry to take you towards feeling a little bit in a more state of balance and a more restful being, if at any point my voice or the instructions become a distraction, perhaps if you're drifting into sleep or really settling into a lovely state of being, don't worry about having to capture every word, and just stay with your own experience and trust into your own restfulness as you engage in this practice. So, firstly, making sure that you choose a position that's really comfortable and something that really allows you to settle and fall into this state of balance and of rest. And today we will focus on coming back into balance just by settling into the body and into our breathing. And there's many moments in our day when things come up that can throw us off balance, and we long to remain in balance after these disruptions. And through our lives, we're constantly in the process of testing our resilience to come back into balance. And so this process of reflection and rest today also includes these little micro adjustments of allowing ourselves to practice this and just noticing. So from here, let's just start by opening to the sounds that surround you. And maybe notice if there's a tendency to push a certain sound away or to want a sound to be different as it actually is. And just exploring the possibility of welcoming all sounds as they are, with a simple, innocent, open, balanced sense of listening without judgment. And then to take that attention of listening from outside into listening to your body, feeling the body and being with the sensations that are here. And it's a very simple experience to have and be present with what is there and all the different sensations that you notice within the body. And if you have a tendency of labeling things as comfortable or as uncomfortable or tense or relaxed, or choosing or refusing particular sensations, just notice this. And what does it feel like to have intimate contact with the different sounds, and also with the touch of the clothing on your skin, the touch of the air, the surface that your body is resting on, and maybe also the sense of your body breathing, and any other sensations you might be noticing right now. Just the simple experience of being in the present moment. The mindfulness of being right here and right now. And keep noticing the sensations of the body. And as you do this, you might just take a moment to find a word that has meaning for you. And if your focus was today to end the practice feeling more balanced, maybe that would be your focus for the practice today. Or maybe you choose another word that really means something to you right now and you really relate to, and how you'd really like to end up feeling at the end of the practice. And it might also to be more rested or just more relaxed. It doesn't have to be complicated. Or what words would make you feel more calm and balanced and peaceful? Once you've touched into that word or words that have meaning, then offer them as a gift to yourself. Whisper them to yourself, and you might even say the words in the inner voice within yourself. And as you connect with those words, just noticing how your body responds to them. And how does it feel to hear yourself, feel yourself saying those words? And as you're resting here in a moment, reflect on your day. And so it's very natural for us to turn to the more difficult moments where you might have not quite managed to do your best, or you didn't feel like you did your best. And then maybe instead we can connect with a few moments with what's been nourishing you about your day, and what felt supportive and good for you. And perhaps moments where you felt your best self. And there's always a balance between moments where we don't feel 100% and moments where we do feel and have been nourished or supported. We do feel well. So really, because the mind is naturally drawn to the more difficult moments, really coming back and sensing those positive moments. And it might be just an interaction or a feeling. Moments that were agreeable in some way. And just notice how your body responds as you reflect on those agreeable and pleasant moments in your day. And then from there, just bringing your attention all the way down to feeling the sensation of your feet. Perhaps they feel warm or heavy or relaxed. And really resting your attention here just for a moment, noticing the feet. And then slowly to draw your attention up through the ankle, through the legs and the knees, the thighs, sensing the inner thighs, the backs of the thighs, the outer thighs and the front of the thighs. And then feeling all 4 quadrants of each thigh at the same time. The feeling of whole of each thigh. And then drawing your attention up into the hips and the pelvis, feeling the back, the pelvis, the sides, the front. And then bringing your attention up into the belly, feeling deep inside the belly just for a few moments. The felt sense of maybe the belly just moving in and out with the breath. And noticing the sides and the front, the upper belly. And then moving up into the chest, the very center of the chest. And then you might be noticing the back, the lower back, the back of the chest. From there, just moving your attention up into the shoulders. From the shoulders down into the arms, all the way to the palms of your hands and the fingers, the thumbs and the backs of your hands. And everything you're experiencing is just perfect, just right now. And if your mind has wandered off, just the nature of drawing it back to my words is bringing you back into that sense of balance. Those micro adjustments that we make throughout our day to bring us back to a feeling of more balance. So from our hands, let's draw the attention back through the arms and the shoulders to the neck. And feel the outer surfaces of the neck, the front of the neck, the back of the neck. And maybe the inside of the throat, noting if there's any tension that you're holding onto in the throat. And then move up into the mouth and the tongue and the inside of the mouth, the palate of the mouth, the jaw. And then coming up to the head and feeling the center of the head and maybe feeling a spaciousness here. Or connecting with the feeling and the flow of the breath as it moves in and out. And up to the eyes. How do the eyes feel? Are they static or are they moving? Do they feel tense or relaxed? No need to impose any idea on how they should be feeling. Just noticing the pure sensation of how things are right now. The eyebrows and the forehead. Drawing the sensation up to the crown of the head. And then take a moment to bring your sensation all the way from the crown of the head back down to the feet. And then notice the sensation of the crown and the feet both at the same time. And see if you can place your attention simultaneously into the feet and the crown of the head at the same time. Feeling the entire back body. Feeling the back of the body in relationship to what's behind. And the front of the body in relationship to what's in front of you. The whole of the left side in relationship to what's beyond. And the opposite side, the right side, in relationship to what's beyond. Take a moment to embrace all those different directions of the body and the sensations of the body, feeling this dance of aliveness. And from the front and the sides and the back, maybe you can notice the center. And as you come to the center, maybe you notice your breathing. And no need to interfere or feel that you breathe in a different way. Just notice how your body is finding its own way and its own pace, its own balance through the breath. And as we connect with the breath, we might mentally count down or just feel the breath from 10 down to 9 to 8, or as many breaths as just feels comfortable for you. And you can choose to count, or you can choose to mentally just follow the breath. And let yourself become curious in the moments that take place at the end of each breath. And you might find yourself getting lost in those moments where the breath slows down and comes into completion. And perhaps at the end of each breath there might be words that arise. And maybe through that space at the end of the breath, you find a greater sense of balance. And right now you can choose to stay here, following the breath, as long as you feel balanced and rested and comfortable. Just trusting that your body will find its own way into balance and rest from this Yoga Nidra. So just letting go of the need to control everything and letting anything just to happen. And just enjoy the simple opportunity to be in the moment. So I thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me on this journey of Yoga Nidra.